Hi, welcome back to the channel. I want to talk for a moment about TDIU, something that has come across my radar recently that honestly I wasn't aware of, and maybe you aren't either. For those of you that think that you don't meet the scheduler because you don't have one disability rated at 60% or percent equaling 70, there is a little known clause. If you go to 38 CFR 4.16 and look under A2, okay, 38 CFR 4.16A2, it says for the purposes of determining the 60%, if these arise from a common etiology, you can meet the criteria even though you only have a combined rating of 60. Usually if you're like, well, I don't have one at 60, or I don't have a combined rating of 70, let's say you have at least a 60% rating. And if all of those that equal 60% come from one common etiology, I'll give you an example. Lumbar degenerative disc disease. If you've got 40%, let's say, for lumbar, and then you've got radiculopathy of the right side, your major, your dominant side at 20%, and you have 10% for lower left leg extremity radiculopathy, and you've got a painful scar at 10, okay, that 40, 20, 10, and 10 actually equals 60% if you use one of those combinators online that you find to add up your percentages. If they arise from a single etiology and they equal 60%, you can receive TDIU if that's the reason why you were unable to work. Now there's other kind of exceptions under some of those different numbers, but I'm just talking about A2. And so those of you that think you don't meet the criteria, look really closely at the regulations, because sometimes you'll find there's a little exception or a little nuance that may allow you to file for a claim when you thought you didn't fit into it. This is just another reason why you really need to be familiar with what 38 CFR is, not just trusting your POA, not just trusting the VA, but looking for yourself, because these are all people that can make mistakes or based on level of experience may not know this. So that's a tip about TDIU. I hope that helped. Go look it up, 4.16A2, and then look at your code sheet. And you can always ask for a FOIA or a privacy request and get your code sheet. And it'll tell you, do you have all your percentages that say only equal 60% all arise from the same common etiology? In this case, it was your back. That then resulted in the scar for surgery and then the radiculopathy of either side. If that's you, or you meet any other criteria, you should consider filing for TDIU to get to that 100%. If those are the things keeping you from being employed, you now will also receive permanent and total rating. So that's how that works, okay? Hope that helped. Till next time, y'all take care.